Welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 23rd ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. And they hand it off to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. In the clear at the 25. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Remember, last time they played, it was like an avalanche building. The Aggies pulled away and won big. Longhorns and their fans have not forgotten that one.
Now, that was really a mismatch, if you remember back to that football game. In every phase, the offensive line, the defensive backs, everybody played about as well as you could for A&M. We'll see how it turns out today.
Oh, there's the stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Aggies look to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, A&M. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early was impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Sticking with the running game. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Second down after that previous play. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Grant down the middle. It's Washington. Tackle made after a big gain.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage and stop this run game.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Well, Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and the Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun and one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Rivalry born in 1894, Kirk, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport.
Offense operating from the pistol. The back's got it. No shot to bring him down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently, Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Just ran away from the defense. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And there's the handoff. Powers through.
Texas A&M 14, Texas 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
It's 4th down and 4 as you try to keep the drive going. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction.
Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now.
On to kick it away.
Oh, it's a fake direct snap trying to run for it. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. Now the offense will take over in good position.
Oh, wow, Chris. The return unit was ready for that one. We talk a lot about the importance of special teams, and it shows up right here. A nice fake call, but they were ready for it. And they did a great job of sniffing it out and preventing the first.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they get him down after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Going for a big play downfield. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
That completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Bringing pressure. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They're going to scramble now.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas A&M, 21, Texas.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a shotgun run call. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, A&M. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
They convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21.
That makes the score Texas A&M 28, Texas 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Texas.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Takes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
That's reeled in. It's Washington. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense now operating in empty. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Second and goal for the offense.
Get set, get set. Razor.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on third down? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop.
Texas.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've got a chance here, enough time to try to add some points before halftime. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Plays bottled up and the football is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. The first half clock was just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets him fly to the wide out. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
28, Texas, 13.
Now the Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. fake on first down. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Offense on the field to take over. First down. They're going to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive. Looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
The pocket breaking down. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Boy, this guy has plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaks a tackle into the clear. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
There's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
6-9-1, Gators far.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvert.
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
They'll run it here. Finding space at the 20. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. So quickly all the way up to the 36 in his first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looking to throw it on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody
and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Third down coming.
On the ready.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. 1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to fight